Welcome to episode 10 of Daily Dose of Satanism, your podcast to get your daily dose of Satanism. You came to the right place. Today we're going to be talking about the worthless one, Belial. Now, I'd like to welcome everybody to the show. If you're new here especially, thank you for tuning in. If you've been here before and came back, then an extra special thank you. I definitely appreciate you guys. And I'd like to share some different music with you guys. I know if you've been here before, you've noticed maybe some new music on the podcast. And I've been messing around, learning how to work these machines and the software to try to put together something for the show. So it wasn't just me talking. I felt like that's just a little bland and boring. I wanted to add a little flavor, but I have a very versatile taste of music. So I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on these. I'm going to play a few different variants of the intros for the show. And I'd love to hear your guys' feedback. Okay, so first, the intro number one, it's a bit, kind of hip-hoppy, maybe, and it's kind of a minimalist, so you can hear everything a bit better. Let me know what you guys think of that one.
Welcome to Daily Dose of Satanism, podcast to get your daily dose of Satanism. I'm your host, Satan. I'm author of Satanic Books, as well as my blog, which you can check out at satanwolf.com. It's 100% free. Now, we do have some really cool merchandise you can purchase, from books to clothes and accessories. There's a wide selection of both satanic and non-satanic products to choose from for those who've got a rebellious sense of style. While we always appreciate your support, this is the best way to support the show. You can also give us a like or a share or a subscription at any one of our multiple platforms, from Facebook to Spotify. Thank you very much and enjoy the show.
Okay, in version number 2, I kind of almost dropped the music completely, just down to a beat, and used my normal voice, very clear. Again, another minimalist take at it. I don't know what you guys think of this one.
Daily Dose of Satanism. Satanism. Daily Dose of Satanism. Satanism.
Daily Dose of Satanism.
Daily Dose of Satanism. Satanism.
Welcome to Daily Dose of Satanism, your podcast to get your daily dose of Satanism. I'm your host, Satan Wolf. I'm the author of Satanic Books, as well as my blog, which you can check out at satanwolf.com. It's 100% free. Now, we do have some really cool merchandise that you can purchase, from books to clothes and accessories. There's a wide selection of both satanic and non-satanic products to choose from for those who've got a rebellious sense of style. While we always appreciate your support, this is the best way to support the show. You can also give us a like or a share or a subscription at any one of our multiple platforms, from Facebook to Spotify. Thank you very much and enjoy the show.
Satan. Put not your trust in mortals and gods. Out of life. Daily dose of Satan. Daily dose of Satan. Satan. Daily dose of Satan.
Daily Dose of Satan.
Make critical thinking forever guide your path. Put not your trust in mortals and gods. Out of life. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Take this night our right hand, and trespass not our paths of pain. Lead us not into temptation, and deliver us from the evil one. For this is thy kingdom, power, and the glory, forever and ever.
Okay, now the third version had a lot going on. I put a lot of work into that one. I really love it, but it might be a little bit too much. Let me know what you guys think. And of course, the new music for the Satanic Verse of the Day. I love it, but I only made one cut. Let me know if you guys don't absolutely love it. I could do something else, or, whatever. Just give me your feedback on it. Maybe you want the intro to sound more like the verse of the day. Now, I apologize for the airplanes. I can't really seem to help it due to my situation right now. But I do live right next to an airport. And so, as I mentioned before, I record outside, and I use I got a really good equipment to block out sound, but I just can't get all of this, unfortunately. Now, let's move on to the next part of the show, before we get to our main topic, I want to speak about a verse from the book of Satan. Yeah, and again, I apologize for all the background noise. I just don't have the best privacy in my life right now, so I'm doing the best that I can. But let's move on. We want to talk about a verse from the Satanic Bible, Book of Satan, verse 3:7. It says, "Hate your enemies with your whole heart, and if a man smite you on one cheek, smash him on the other. Smite him hip and thigh, for self-preservation is the highest law." Now, this means that your own life and well-being and personal fulfillment are the most sacred things you have. It's a rejection of any of the doctrines that ask you for self-sacrifice or placing the needs of a deity or an institution above your own. This is a call to prioritize your physical and mental health. If you are, your survival is the most important thing, and mental health and physical health, all this is key to that. Kind of like the old Christian thing where they say, your body is the temple. Well, for us, it literally is more than the temple. It is our God, our own bodies. So take care of yourself. That's what that means. And of course, we must protect our emotional boundaries and pursue our passions and goals without guilt. We form for ourselves our own moral codes. It's a lot easier to stick to a moral code of your own creation than one that was appointed to you.
It's now time for the
Satanic verse of the day.
Satanic verse of the day. I am your host, Satan. Satanic verse of the day.
Daily dose of Satan.
Satanwolf.com.
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 I really hope my noise cancellation is getting most of this. These airplanes are just, they're doing like a Blue Angels type deal or something out there anyway with these crop dusters. So the satanic verse of the day. Today we want to talk about verse 56. Reflect on your actions. Wisdom is found in understanding the consequences of your choices. Now, this verse is a real powerful reminder that every action has a reaction. It emphasizes personal responsibility and a need to think critically about our decisions. And it's not about being judged by an external force, but about a practical, real-world understanding of cause and effect. Every little thing that you do has power in it, and you bear the burden of responsibility for your actions. So whether it be good or bad, it serves you well to reflect upon your actions and the consequences thereof. And again, whether they be good or bad. If you get good results, good consequences from your actions, then obviously that should reinforce your decision making there. And if you see some bad, negative results, then you might want to think about your decision making process. And then let's talk a bit about the harm to others. You do not have the right to hurt people, whether it is physically or emotionally, mentally, mind games, all that. You do not have a right to do that to somebody that hasn't done it to you. If somebody hasn't provoked you, it's just as much an assault on that person as like a physical, legal assault would be. So think about your actions and what you do and the effects that you have, because the consequences can go well beyond what you may have at first anticipated. Like ripples in a lake when you throw in a stone or a big boulder. Sometimes you might think you're tossing in a little stone and it might just turn out to be a huge boulder. It's just the weird thing about how this works out. All right, now the main topic of the show, I want to talk about the worthless one. We're talking about the Prince of Demons, Belial. He is often called the worthless one, which is a powerful idea to me. The worthlessness is a statement of anonymity and defiance and spite. We are worthless to God and his system because we refuse to conform. It's about finding value in what is rejected by the old way of thinking. By our nonconformity, we become outsiders, stepping out of the herd. We become worthless to the machine because we refuse to be a cog in its wheel. And we can see the worthless one as a figure of defiance, a spirit that stands against a system that seeks to control our thoughts and actions. And it's very powerful in that way for me. And I love this saying, the worthless one. To me, I think I'm putting that on a shirt and it's going to go in the store. So be on the lookout for that. I should have that up there before the day is out. maybe before this podcast gets published. Let's see. But let's talk a little bit more about Belial, okay? Belial is a Hebrew term that literally means without value or worthless, from the words B-E-L-I, Beli, without, and Y-A dash or something, whatever it is, apostrophe A-L, Ya'al, to be of value. Belial, Ya'al, yeah, that's about how I pronounce. Okay. In the Old Testament, now this term it wasn't a proper name, but it was just a description that they used for somebody like worthless or wicked, or referred to as sons of Belial. This applied to those who were lawless and those who would try to lead others to worship the gods outside of the Christian gods, and those who despise authority. Now, over time, particularly in Jewish apocalyptic and Christian texts like the Dead Sea Scrolls and the New Testament, Belial transitioned from a descriptive term to a personified spirit. He became a proper name for a powerful demon, often identified as the opponent of God or as a name for Satan himself. In these traditions, Belial is seen as the leader of the sons of darkness and an angel of anonymity. He is the personification of lawlessness and destruction, embodying a force directly opposed to the divine order. It is this spirit of rebellion and opposition that makes the name Belial so powerful in our philosophy. It's a refusal to be part of a system that would call you worthless. Instead, we embrace that very label as a symbol of our own defiance and independence. Our worthlessness in the realm of light is our value in the realm of darkness. Right now, I'm being the adversary of adverse conditions to record right now, but I have faith in my equipment. There's some faith for you Christians that I feel like it's going to make it tolerable. Hopefully, it's not going to be too bad in the background. We'll see. But let's move on. I want to take a look at another verse from the book of Satan, verse 3:1. Love one another, it has been said, is a supreme law. But what power made it so? Upon what rational authority does the gospel of love rest? Why should I not hate my enemies? If I love them, does that not place me at their mercy? The necessity to defend ourselves, the idea of turning the other cheek, is something we reject completely. If someone attacks me, my immediate and necessary response is to defend myself. It's a fundamental part of self-preservation, and for us, it's not just a right to defend yourself, it is your duty. We have a philosophical obligation to defend ourselves and to establish these boundaries. The necessity to defend ourselves and the idea of it's just crazy to us, okay? The risk of loving your enemies, the verse asks a crucial question. If you love your enemies, do you not place yourself at their mercy? Well, of course, that's rhetorical. Obviously, yes, you do. And you become vulnerable to their malice and aggression. And they've already shown themselves to be your enemy, so it's quite obvious what they're going to do with that. So why would you do that? It's just plain dumb to us. It also goes a little deeper, though. I want to take a look at the impossibility of a universal love, period. You know, I believe that people who claim they love everyone are being dishonest with themselves and others. They won't do for a stranger what they would do for a loved one. Otherwise, their house would be filled with homeless and hungry, right? But it isn't. So they talk about loving everyone, but their actions prove otherwise. And all they really succeed in doing in that is watering down the power of the word love. If you just love everyone, then that doesn't really mean nothing. It's like saying every person is special. Well, if everybody's special, then it's the norm, and therefore it's not special anymore. And so it's an impossibility all the way around. This is more than just defending yourself and about the highest law. This gets into just the whole social structure of this impossible thing, this lie they say about loving everybody. I decided I want to end every episode from now on with a little random fact, just increase your brain power a little bit. Did you know that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance? Maybe useless, but there you go. So as we wrap up today's show, I want to thank you all for tuning in. We covered some powerful ground from the meaning behind the name of Belial and the idea of embracing our worthlessness in the realm of light as a source of value in the realm of darkness. To the core principle of self-preservation as the highest law of our philosophy, we also discussed the importance of authentic relationships and defending yourself, a true rejection of the turn the other cheek mentality. Before we go, don't forget to send me your thoughts on the music clips that I played at the top of the show. Your feedback will help me to pick a new theme song that you guys will love. And remember that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Thanks for listening. Until next time, stay adversarial and make critical thinking forever guide your path. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in hell. We take this night, our rightful dues, and trespass not on passive pain. Lead us unto temptation, and deliver us from false piety. For this is thy kingdom, power, and glory, forever and ever.
SatanWolf.com.
SatanWolf.com.
Daily dose of Satanism.